So I'm just walking towards Plaza Serrano, which is like a square in Palermo. Palermo is district of Buenos Aires. It's very chic district with a lot of cafes, with a lot of street art, a lot of restaurants, a lot of small stores, and it's kind of, you know, the hype district of Buenos Aires. And I'm gonna meet Svenja there. Svenja is my friend. She's a photographer, a storyteller, great storyteller. And today I'm gonna do a video with her. So this is gonna be a first video of a series where I'm gonna introduce you to some of my creative friends and some of the hola, some of the people I meet. And yeah, now let's go meet Svenja. There she is. Hey, how you doing? So we are just walking with Svenja. Guys, this is Svenja. She's my friend from Germany. Great photographer. She will do a little introduction later. But we are just now walking around these little streets in Palermo, which are full of street art. And it's amazing because in Switzerland, where I lived for the past 3 years, you don't see that much street art. But Buenos Aires is like a paradise for street artists and for people that admire it. So we're gonna go find some coffee, and then when Svenja is ready, she's gonna do a little introduction about herself, and I'm gonna ask her a few questions that hopefully will be interesting for you and also will help you to get to know her. Camera's rolling. Hi Svenja.
Hi Jakub.
How are you feeling?
Not used to being in
No
front
worries.
of the camera. I'm Svenja. I'm a visual storyteller. Believing everyone's stories matter. Everyone's story matters. That's who I am. From Berlin, lived here in Buenos Aires 10 years ago. It's my first time back and I'm loving it. Yeah, so that's the funny thing. It actually started here in Buenos Aires. I would say it's a city that taught me how to see. And that's when I picked up a camera to capture what I saw, the beauty, the stories waiting around every corner here. And it just felt like I had so much wonder that I wanted to capture, and that's how it all started, and I never stopped. Because I believe that every person's story matters. Every person has a story that is incredibly valuable, and that's how I understand the world, I would say, through people's stories. I have an endless curiosity to ask people for their story and learn from their story and find a way to capture their story through my camera and my words. And yeah, that's how Stories Matter was born. So my favorite kind of stories are always connected to people. So I guess it comes down to talking to people, connecting to strangers. Not being too much of in a rush to stop and be present and to sit down and ask someone how they are. And that's how I approach a new place. When I travel, when I explore a new city, I talk to people, I find people, I connect with people, and that's how I find the stories. Eventually it's their stories, or they connect me to someone else, and I believe that's the best way to get to know their city and their place. Ultimately, that's their story that I want to be telling through my platform in the end.
Bueno, hay un montón. El convento de allá de Barraca.
Ahora tú sos un libro.
Ustedes conozco y vas a ver qué lindo.
Oh, what just happened? So we just arrived to Abasto area, and we're looking for this street which is full of traditional paintings. What is the type of the painting called?
Filete.
Filete.
Atelier filete.
And right behind us, maybe you can see it, there's like a table with few locals, and we just thought that it's very photogenic and really like a local vibe. So we approached them. They're playing a card game for money, and we had a little conversation. They're Peruvian, and they actually warned us that we shouldn't go that way because it's a little bit dangerous there. So we're just gonna walk around. But
welcome to Buenos Aires.
Welcome to Buenos Aires, exactly. You never know who you meet.
Rather than dangerous, I should say, be cautious with expensive gear and mindful that the current economical situation in Argentina is challenging for a lot of people, so you don't want to be drawing unnecessary attention to you.
So we have just moved a little bit more to the center of Buenos Aires. We are going to Palacio Barolo to see if we can get a tour and go up to the cupola to see a view and have a sunset experience there. But apparently this area was closed today because there were some political demonstrations, so we don't know if it's going to be open. It's also public holidays today, so to be honest, we didn't pick the best day to go and explore, but yeah, let's see.
Palacio Barolo is an architectural jewel of Buenos Aires. The building was designed in accordance with the cosmology of Dante's Divine Comedy, motivated by the architect's admiration for Alighieri. Its 22 floors is divided into 3 sections, just as the book, and each has its own architectural style and special charm. A fun fact is that there is an actual twin of this temple in Montevideo, Uruguay. We were absolutely astonished by the balcony that offers an amazing 360-degree view of the city.
Guys, we're currently doing the tour of the palace, and it's absolutely insane. Like, if you're in Buenos Aires and you're a photographer, you just have to do this. Look at it. We made it to the top, to the lighthouse, and the view is absolutely...
Highest building in Buenos Aires.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, highest building in Buenos Aires.
Ah.
And it's insane. I'll show you some videos from here. So tell me, what was your most favorite project in 2021 and why?
So there are 2. One is documenting my grandmother, actually. She is over 80, and because of the pandemic and everything, that was really important to me to just spend a weekend with her intentionally, sit down with her, take her portrait, capture her in her house, and really have these memories together. And she shared stories with me from the times of the Second World War, her childhood, and it was such a special quality time that I then was able to capture through my camera, and I'm forever going to be grateful to have that, whatever is going to happen. She's going to live on through those memories in my heart. And the other thing is, I asked myself the question, what role photography plays when it comes to death, because I feel like there is no visual language for it in an inspiring way, and I really think there's so much potential to place value on people when it comes to the end of life and how to dignify people through photography, how to share their stories, which ultimately is their legacy. And I started a photo series called Hereafter, asking people around the world the question what death means to them, and taking their portrait together with their story that is always very unique and has really inspired me personally. The answers of people, death is as universal as birth, as weddings, except that we don't really have a language for it. So I would love to give this rather dark topic a language that can inspire others.
Nice. Hey guys, so the sunset the other day on the top of the Palacio was amazing, but unfortunately we weren't able to finish the interview with Svenja. So today we are in Palermo, walking around, catching some beautiful golden light, And as you can see, we're kind of standing here by the wall, trying to sneak in some photos. Oh, what a cute dog. And yeah, we'll see what we get today.
One thing I really loved about exploring with Svenja is her never-ending curiosity. This led us to finding the most random and unique places around the city.
So we found a secret bar in a courtyard of a beautiful old building, and it's magical. It's very green. It's one of these hidden gems that Buenos Aires has. I'm sure it has a story, but have a look around. It's so beautiful. Welcome to the other side of the camera. This is Safety 101. Carry a scarf around and hide the goods whenever necessary. Or a tote bag. Your story matters.
Tricks of the trade.
How you roam the streets of Buenos Aires. So I would say what's the most important thing always before what you do is who you are and what you're passionate about, what your vision is, how you see the world. And I think if you spend time thinking about that and spending time with yourself and asking yourself what is what I can contribute, how you see humanity, and then start creating out of that with that conviction, then that is going to show in your work. And I think that's what's going to make your work unique, and that's what's going to inspire others eventually, hopefully, because people want to get to know you and what you stand for and what your values are, rather than looking at someone else's work and copying what they do. So I would say that's what matters. Yeah.
My time with Svenja here in Buenos Aires is over, and what a fun we had. From searching for her old friend in the heart of La Boca and then making film about him, to exploring the city on foot and catching the most beautiful sunset I've seen this year. Getting to know her on a more personal level really only showed me what a special person she is. For her, making sure that she tells stories of others in an ethical way is a #1 priority, even if it comes down to taking a portrait of a random person on the street. I wish more creators would approach their project this way. Her endless curiosity and excitement over simple things such as a short writing on a wall or a person standing in the window helped me to once again light my fire for exploration. Thank you, Svenja. Until next time.
First thing that comes to your mind when I say story?
Your story matters.